Hey, well, you kind
I
of
just finished. I just finished the first trial
game.
in the
Wow,
second
good
game.
job.
I'll have you know.
Is your waifu not dead?
It's a spoiler, Kim. I can't tell you that.
That is
Since
true.
this will be the final class trial,
Let's just say that
I've
there
come
are
up with
waifus
a
left.
special rule. So listen
She
up.
is dead.
If
any
you
more
can
traps
figure out
also?
Mukuro's killer
well,
and go
yeah.
on
Well,
to
They haven't
no,
been
never mind.
revealed
Yeah,
yet.
don't
I have my
guys,
suspicion.
But if then
doesn't
I
spoil
win,
Ultimate
and of
Gamer.
course,
How could it not
waiting
be a
for the
guy?
loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Hey, well,
Of course not.
I'll have you know you're looking at a
Never
5th
go back
place
on their
Tetris
word.
99 gamer.
Champion.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother.
Uh-oh.
I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I?
God,
What a super
idiot.
retard.
You guys have
Okay,
all
I
been
remember.
working together,
Well, I know
haven't you?
I already know there's a
I
I have
remember.
evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line.
What's that? Why do we have this?
Why doesn't let me use this?
Because that's the ultimate despair, not the headmaster or mastermind.
Oh yeah.
Yes, this is.
Probably right. Well, we'll see what he's got.
You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence
Super
of my own.
retard shit.
Why are they
What
all
a
saying the same?
coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
What the?
The three of us?
You guys have all been working together. I have evidence.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I
Is it your
have evidence
photo
of my
or
own.
is it
What? Evidence that proves everyone other than me.
What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Shoot!
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves
What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have...
No, that's wrong. It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You two?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo.
Well, yeah, huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
Cam!
AFK?
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
He's dead. Is it offline?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick...
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing...
So you think they're fake?
Cam?
No. I assure you, they're quite
Why is
real.
Junko's face not shown in all 4 pictures?
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake! I'm sure of it!
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this. Is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Amnesia. I don't fucking know.
Do you have to do them in order?
That's kind of
Now I understand.
I literally said it.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes as if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
So they all just compared their pictures?
Yeah.
Basically all just whipped out their dicks and compared sizes.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No, that's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna
gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You
Dumb
lied!
bitch.
I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have
imagine
any way to
liking that
refute it,
character.
so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster. What were the interviews of?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obvious.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to
What do you
live
mean
here
it doesn't
forever?
matter
That's
if I
just
remember or
insane.
not?
How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, I really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memory?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brain? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusa.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
Make your argument.
Junko.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What? That?
Exactly.
She
You're
fucking
just making
forgot?
stuff up. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
You fucking forgot, Jacob? Dumb bitch.
There's no question that the
liking Nina. That
mastermind
would be
is
pretty
somewhere within the
embarrassing.
school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time, so there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me!
Jacob.
I'm not the mastermind!
It's Junko, dude.
Yeah, it actually
Well,
has
it's
to.
not me.
Everything's
Because
funny.
I blame
the only person that
Makoto.
could not have died to other people, right?
Yeah.
What? Why
That's
me?
what I'm thinking.
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived
Yeah,
is if
but
he
then-
was actually the
Why do
mastermind
we not see
himself,
her
right?
face?
Aw, nuts! Ya got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to...
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right? It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago, so they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Jacob.
What?
What wounds happened 7 days ago?
Because
Guys
she
getting
had
it?
all those wounds before she ever came
Jacob?
here. Huh?
Yoink.
How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means
You're wrong.
she denied me before I could even say anything.
Well, what do you mean you're getting it? I got it a long time ago.
I'm not weird, okay?
Didn't want to say
really.
anything when you
Listen
messaged
to
me
what I have
that.
to say
Kind of a
before
really
you
fucking
deny
easy
me.
game. We also looked at the weight and the height of the person who died, Will.
Yeah.
They just happen to be exactly the same as Junko.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you
think we
finished?
shoot that.
You didn't deny me this time. You made...
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
What do we have?
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Holy shit,
Are
Jacob.
you finished?
What's happening?
Don't worry, there wasn't anything
I think it got
cute
blocked
about
by the spinning thing. Yeah, you gotta break those.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in a... So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
No, that's wrong.
I don't know. Nice shot, dude. Nice shot.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer
One
those
tap.
wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite
Okay,
the time
well,
she spent in battle after
you
battle
remember
as a
the good
member
old
of
days?
Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a
Playing
single
Tetris
injury.
Grandmaster
To be
2.
denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school.
Exactly, I was just like, what the fuck?
In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been
Who's gonna
dead
get
for who knows
their
how
ass
long?
hit?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the
Jacob,
little
but I'm
matter of
still
what
wondering
happened
what
last
the
night?
16th student is then.
It's actually Mukuro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Makoto, you
I know,
said you
but
were
when
attacked
did they
in your
die?
room by a masked assailant.
Maybe they took Junko's appearance.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
I got it! The one who
Why don't you
attacked
just say
me
Junko?
was the true mastermind.
Yeah, no, it was definitely because we never see Junko's actual face, right?
When we discovered Mukuro
Yeah.
in the garden wearing
So
the
we don't-
same
We
mask,
don't have a thing to pin it to.
I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of him. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince...
She's in the gloves? That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know.
You never...
Oh! Whoa, dude.
The other one?
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left
I
foot?
don't like how it's put.
Or could it be the hips?
A mark on their left hand, or their right hand.
You never saw their face, so you can't have any... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro
But it's not a
Ikusaba!
fatal injury.
You're wrong.
There's another part of the attack.
Oh? Is it the right hand?
Huh?
Shoot!
Dude,
It was her
who's
right.
right and who's left?
No, that was definitely her right-handed.
You never saw their face, so you can't have. I'm
I know it was
telling
there,
you now,
right?
it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. There's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it.
Oh? And what is? Is it the right hand?
Or the left?
No, that's wrong. Mukuro
Oh, I
had a
guess that makes
tattoo on
sense.
her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have.
Oh, okay, sure. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh! No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
Her
What do you
hands.
think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Her burnt hands.
Your hands!
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me. My scars should suffice as Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true master.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
No hand stuff.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found that the culprit stashed her somewhere? She couldn't have been.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your.
Then she was being stored.
But to hide a body here.
The pool?
What the
Are you
fuck?
fucking reading this? It ate an input?
Yes.
Shoot!
Okay.
Yeah, look, I double tapped and it.
I got it!
That's pretty gay, dude.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
It was hidden in the
Biolab?
Definitely.
You mean
I would have done the same thing.
That's right.
Mess up.
It's actually set up for use as a morgue.
Every time I was sure of my choice, I messed up. The other
So
one
it's
was
the perfect place to
made me
hide a
lose, I
body.
remember last time.
And it.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened.
So,
I got it! What
this
makes
is
me so sure the body was
Mukuro
carried from the
Ikusaba,
biolab to
but
the garden?
they were
They're impersonating.
they were
The tarp that we
impersonating
found in the
Junko
garden.
at the start of the game, I guess.
When I was checking it over again,
And Junko's the
I
real
noticed
headmaster.
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab.
Well, but Byakuya
In
is
fact,
kind of cool.
there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
He's a cool
So when the killer moved the body to
you
the
love
garden,
to hate him, you know?
they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the
You know,
sprinklers
I'll just win a quick
and
game
put
of
the
Tetris.
code on it afterwards.
Here, well, I'm kinda
You
just
made everything sound
carrying
so
Jacob.
amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you
So that
must be
means
getting pretty
Monokuma killed
nervous
them.
because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room.
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just a...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one?
What do you think? You're fat.
Merked.
So what do you think?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little
look at Hina, she
sister.
looks fucking happy.
What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Damn, it's a rhythm game now. Hell yeah.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What?
I
What
can't.
do you want?
I can't play Tetris under these conditions.
Are you
It's not
sure
possible.
about this? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
Nice one, man. Actually, my
Are
trap
you
card.
sure about this?
Unlimited power.
What? What do you want? Are you sure about this?
Shoot this bitch.
I'm not listening!
Yeah, it's Biolab Secret, isn't it?
Pushes the lights.
This should prove it!
Oh. What about the lights?
There's
Oh, the
seven-
blue lights.
there's 7
Oh, yeah.
lights.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is... the lights!
What are you talking about? What about the light?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I
Yes, that
counted
was
up
in
the
other
number
words.
of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
God, fucking retards.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple.
Nobody can fucking
Just
count?
recall who's died here so far.
Yeah, wow.
And it should become
Only
clear.
fucking smart people. Okay, yeah, no,
Damn, dude, that's a purple light.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's a purple light?
You know, in her body picture, the circles are all purple. Like the wounds.
Jacob,
So
do you think
10
those
people
things
in all?
inside Junko are as thick as
That's right.
a pipe?
Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Yeah, but hit her behind the head. You know, I think they all
But
pierced her.
according to the
That's
lights in the biolab, only 9 people
then-
were being stored
I
there.
don't remember what else the death said.
You're saying a
No,
dead
the
body
actual
just
death of
up and disappeared?
Mukuro was the spear.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the
It was
bodies
just
to
how
get
it
rid
was
of
phrased.
evidence.
It seemed like the head was three.
But if they wanted to do that,
Oh, yeah.
they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed, and yet her body was left alone.
Then, whose body just...
It may very well be that none of them disappeared,
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
including Monokuma's executions. There have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the
Imagine
number of
liking
victims
it.
be less than the number of...
That or the bottom
I
one.
got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again.
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as...
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even if
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers.
nothing's gonna become because Kyoko's total...
God, I told you, dude, there's gonna have to baby step us through this, even though we're already fucking galaxy brain.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
What? I guess I have to wait.
Shoot!
We're fucking so galaxy brain, this game
Who
isn't
is
able to
this
keep
someone?
up with
Was
us,
it
Will.
Sayajunko Eno Leon Chihiro Mondo Kiyotaka Ishimaru Kifumi Yamada Celestia Lu whatever? Or maybe Sakura? No, there's no way
Anyone was murdered twice!
she.
Murdered twice at Junko?
Or reverse.
Who is this someone? Was it Sayaka Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuachihiro Mondo Kiyotaka Hifumi Celestia Lu? Or maybe... No, there's no...
No way anyone was...
No, that's wrong!
That's a shame.
Too fucking galaxy brain.
Junko, wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Then the similarities...
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those 2 bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be the same injury.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so that... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9, which also means that among the people we thought were dead, 1 is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She took and made it look like so total silence. Then I must be right.
Holy fuck.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
Galaxy brain.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can... The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her record. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21,
27
32.
pounds?
97.
That was she like?
Everything in her
anemic or
profile is
something?
consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind,
Oh, dude. It feels so good bad to be freaking Galaxy. Go ahead and shoot.
Here's my answer. Junko is
Did you
still
think she was gonna
alive.
Try to argue?
Are you sure about...
Huh?
I admit,
Dude, are
since
you
Mukuro
stupid?
is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the... But we saw her get impaled.
That was... Oh my god,
If
dude.
Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of... But you yourself confirmed
No, that's not Junko.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was
We never
dead.
checked her hands though.
So, the idea...
It must be...
then you're withdrawn.
No.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad.
This case hasn't been decided. You haven't given up already, have you?
No! Of course not!
That's all well and good, but Junko absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right?
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
Identity theft impersonation. Oh. Replays. Oh.
It's E.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was C.
Now I understand!
I don't know, I was just looking for it.
That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right! Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikus,
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile.
I don't know anything about this switching places. That had to be Junko who got stabbed to death.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even...
From the very beginning.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used...
Good
Sig
point.
Ninja.
There's just no way
Chicken
that maybe the whole
Ninja
idea...
Dag.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning...
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switch, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death. After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko was actually Mukuro all along?
Honestly, their face match. I don't know if you remember from pictures.
Then we'd already met her?
Maybe it's because
a
that's
normal
why her face was
conversation
blocked,
with her.
because that's not her real face.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two—
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Has the same fake
She
nails
could
too.
have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Yeah,
If she
I'll
did,
get that hard.
it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't, so I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like, in other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying—
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity. When did I do that?
Pictures. Did you not say? Our latest.
You gonna give it to me for these?
Shoot!
What is? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not my fault the game's retarded.
Shoot!
Our latest. What is that? Holy
Shoot.
fuck! What?
Shoot!
I'm just pulling a thread here. I don't know.
Secret?
Shoot!
Dude, shoot out the secret. I don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna go lights.
Shoot! Shoot!
Dude.
Our latest investigation. Here, I'll shoot the secret. No. Damn.
Read it, dude. You fucking super retard.
It's not this one.
You already shot it.
Okay, I already shot that. Okay,
How about instead of blindly shooting, you just think about it for a second?
Hey, well, how about you shut the fuck up and let us play?
Damn.
That? No?
No.
Shoot!
I feel like you didn't mean to shoot that.
What?
Did you mean to shoot that?
I refuse to give up yet.
Dude, what the fuck?
Alright. Well,
Two
Jacob,
of
we've
them?
already eliminated most, you know, most finished shooting.
Shooting shot, yeah?
Oh no. How much are we gonna have to get back to?
Holy fuck. There's so many fucking cutscenes.
God, that's it.
You're just talking about the foundation now.
Nails now.
Oh.
Alright, here we go. Alright. No, it's not, Jacob. It is not that. It is not that. Dude, I don't know. Places to check?
Shoot!
Have we not shot everything?
Literally shoot everything at this point. Here,
Alright,
tarp.
shoot the tarp, dude.
Shoot!
Alright, shoot the other tarp thing. Isn't there another thing with the tarp, dude?
We shot the profile, we shot that.
Shoot!
I feel really fucking retarded right now.
Shoot!
Do you shoot lights?
Yeah, we shot them, I think.
Shoot!
Clearly we don't have the right evidence.
I got it!
Wait,
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the
wait, I don't
headmaster.
remember what happened.
I'm an idiot. I literally thought
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
he
We
cut
never
us
saw-
off.
Yeah, we did.
Dude, I was lagging then, so that doesn't. I'm innocent.
Dude, okay, but I thought it. Look, I've already thought of the group photos, but I didn't think of the fucking interview DVD. But I had thought about it during the trial, which feels even worse.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an
That whole power outage thing was just a.
Alright. Yeah, we got this one, dude.
Oh fuck! Alright.
Oh. Well, we know it.
Damn, can you not just roar at me like that?
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about?
Hey, Will. You know,
Yeah.
you can shit dog us all you want, but you fell for a trap. That's what I thought, pal.
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about?
Big bang!
Now use my focus thing.
Why?
Because I had the tempo still. No, the tempo.
This is pretty broken.
Yeah, I'm not running up before
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. That's impossible.
This should prove it.
Shoot him.
I almost forgot he.
The video wasn't the
I thought he
only
was
thing
talking
you tried to
about
cover
the
up.
Mukuro
You
case
did this.
more.
I noticed it just a little while ago.
And I was
when
like,
we were all
nigga lagging,
comparing the
so
photo in all
I
the
don't really know what
photos,
happens.
there's a certain similarity,
Not really
an
my fault.
unusual
What's so unusual?
I thought that was in the fucking far back there. Damn, check his tongue out in one picture. That's like from genocide, bro.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Dude, look at the like fake one's face.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture. And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is... So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the
She
real
also has a
Junko.
fucking Monokuma tie, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Look at her tie!
That's a bunny.
Dude,
Which is why you had
black.
to have pictures that didn't show her face.
I disagree.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it
My
would have
quality's
clear
lower, so I disagree.
that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we...
Xanadu!
Maybe
I
it's
believe
not on your
everything
screen.
Mukuro said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing, she's the true mastermind. And the ultimate Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been
No, wait!
Don't bother trying to deny. There's no more room for debate. You don't have... I'll prove everything.
Oh, that was a pretty thing. Oh, fuck. Alright. What's that again? Is that what it's asking? What the fuck's that picture?
What tie?
Is that taking it out or put it in?
I think it's fine. 2, 3. Bolts. Knife.
The biggest quality of life changes for this part in the second game is that whenever you drag the thing, if you got it wrong, it just deducts the points right there and tells you it was wrong, so you don't have to like watch the cutscene again.
That's really smart. You would know well because you already failed your first trial. You messed it up on the first trial.
I know exactly who
I bet
killed
you're
my
not even
wife.
on the. I bet you're not even on the third easiest difficulty. Am I right, Will? Hey, Will.
That's really, like,
Hey, Will.
Yeah?
What difficulty are you on?
What do you...
Will, are you telling me you're on the second easiest difficulty?
The killer is
I swear if I
you!
get something wrong in this, I'm actually gonna shit myself.
We met the ultimate fashionista, but that wasn't the real... The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's,
must say,
and that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa.
What's really Junko's face?
We're gonna find out.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima.
What did you kill?
Her body
The
was
bait.
kept in a biolab, which had been converted
That means
into
she-
a morgue
she was like, yeah, kill me,
until
I'll be
Junko
down.
decided to put her. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive.
Does that mean that Makoto got knocked out by...
So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true ID. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the... This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind.
Damn, another fucking JoJo close.
The real Junko and Oshima!
You like that?
She's black.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this.
Come on! They're coming down.
It's not like you're in
They're not
endangered.
controlling you.
Give it up, Junko.
morons.
The game's
Over.
Oh, yeah.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the cape? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Yada yada.
Dude, it's chic.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you
Look,
to
now she
appear.
has that Monokuma hairpin, you fucking idiot. No comment?
No comment.
Did Junko also speak like
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
God.
You say no, you stupid.
I feel like I wish we could make a save for right now.
Oh, did you
Oh,
think
that's
I
a
was
JoJo.
being
Oh!
serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
There you go,
Hey.
Kat. That's for you. Dude, why is she talking
It's
differently?
been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play. Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know? Huh? What about what's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I hate her
I
toys.
feel like
You're a council.
this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Before? First day?
I got it!
Oh, yeah, the
That's
magazine.
right! It was before I ever came to the
thank God I
school.
didn't say anything.
I remember seeing a
news, the
magazine
magazine.
and you were on it.
Dude, there's a magazine in the laundry room the whole time.
Oh, and then we're like,
Wow,
we said something
you
about
have
her
a pretty
face,
good
and then
memory.
she said,
I guess that's why you've
Photoshop.
made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hallway.
Will, which JoJo pose is that?
I don't know.
Fuck you.
I don't know.
Look, you see Cam in the top left? You see that bunny? That's her normal haircut, you fucking idiot.
I know it is!
Yeah.
Sometimes a little lie
Still
is
doing the JoJo
necessary to keep things
Will,
moving along.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro, she tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins. I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute.
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
What the fuck is happening?
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different lives? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over. Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means...
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life.
What did you say, Cam?
Nothing.
I could have let her work alongside
You can
me, but she
listen to
would
it
have been
later.
useless to me that way. Besides,
Check the
15
VOD.
students seemed like a
the
solid
VOD.
number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my
Mostly she's
ultimate
wearing glasses, is she?
fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
Ghost glasses.
And that's why you switched identity?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated.
Does her
It was
waist
a
get
lost
smaller
cause.
too?
She was
Yeah,
nothing
her,
more
like,
than a
body
bit
transforms.
player, an extra, unworthy of line. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's
I'll see your next
expectations.
That can't be your only reason.
Well, no,
Sure, from
of
super
course not.
bored to like
I also did it to
Crazy
avoid
Rock
becoming
to, like,
bored.
I've never been a stickler
Teacher.
for following a
Oh,
plan
what
to
the
the
fuck?
letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
She also made this
I
fucking
sacrificed her?
despair fucking
That's what's got you
shit.
so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know?
scary.
So we never had any kind of hope or expectation. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born when I was born. I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister?
I like the one where she says, "I'm Juko and Ashima, bitch."
That's not true at all.
What the fuck is this?
Oh
We were
god.
twins.
Oh, what the
How could
fuck?
I not be sad? That's why it gets
Oh,
me so
emo.
excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with
She
so
has
much
fucking mushrooms in her
despair.
hair?
You can't help but put a super in front of it's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopeless. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak. So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything.
Yeah,
Master's way more perfect.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
Taylor's dead.
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow. You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are. Yep.
Are you talking about our memory?
You've already solved this mystery,
I knew
right?
it.
I'm the killer.
There's a reason
So
the
how
blood
about
was
the
fucking
next one?
purple.
Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing
I
memories.
fucking hate this song.
Then you can start gloating.
What did you say, Jacob?
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do.
It's pink.
We're going to solve all these mysteries, and
I'm pretty sure they're not on their
we'll
actual
have our
bodies.
victory!
Oh, okay.
I can't.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exam.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. All the memories you lost share something in.
The first motive? Oh. The first one, dude.
Shoot! I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget
Well,
something so important. It was
I think
stupid of
it's
me to
a-
even ask.
I think it's a
I
Joseph.
apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I...
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connection.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relation. For example, I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to... But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Time for the next question. So.
Wait, so does she just kind of flip
theme for
through
the-
a bunch of personalities?
What was the second theme again? It was the past.
I got it!
Yeah.
Chihiro.
It
I was
was
trying to think Chihiro
our
and Mundo.
past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again!
What's the next one?
That time, the theme
What was the next
was...
murder?
Sayaka wasn't that? No, Sakura wasn't that? No, it wasn't. It was Celeste.
Embarrassing
It's
memories
Celeste
and
killing her.
secrets! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was...
So, how long do you plan on dragging?
Relax,
Who's Celeste
relax.
kill?
Okay,
Celeste.
so...
Hifumi killed the guy.
No, it was, yeah, Hifumi killed,
Greed?
It was Greed.
I got
Yeah,
it!
it's the money one, was it not?
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
I love this character.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one now. Can you tell me the motive behind crazy...
Blackmail.
I got it!
Oh, betrayal.
In
Yeah.
her
Oh,
case,
yeah.
it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Fuck, I hate this one too.
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came after. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this
I
world.
like this one, though.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair.
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment, and that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to...
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Uh-oh, the tragedy.
The world beyond. So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You see your faces sing.
There was a tank
Now
inside
then,
the garbage disposal
open
tank.
sesame!
I know.
Behold,
There's probably
the
massive
world.
war.
This is the outside world you've all.
What?
Huh.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or what you just saw. All of you should recognize it. That world is locked away within the memories that were taken. If you can't remember, please.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump. What I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more. Cause now for the final class trial.
What the fuck? I have to play this game again.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
There's a very easy solution to this one.
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember. What am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Oh my god.
This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
If no one can remember anything, you probably just shoot the
Think about no. Think about this. Think about this. Someone there can remember.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
There's someone who's been ready
You want
to
us to remember when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us? I don't understand it.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember. What am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember.
No, that's wrong.
The moment I saw the hit, I'm like, wait, Genocide Jackson.
Actually, she might remember.
Oh my.
The other Toko. Genocide What? The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge.
But I see. Then even if one personality's forgotten...
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to... No! Absolutely not!
Toko, you're the only one.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood... Boy, she just gave...
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh,
Oh, nice to meet you.
That's enough! Just...
Aye, Roger.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it showed?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after?
Then why didn't you say something? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in...
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is...
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it still happened, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is.
Now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made, but it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did. And that's that. that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in the—
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the truth!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Correct! Well done, peasant!
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it! Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you
Oh,
get the
that's
right
awesome.
answer. Pretty
Oh,
innovative,
that's
don't
fucking
you?
amazing.
Do you think it might be a disease?
It's the best part of the game.
Getting bored so easy, I mean.
Anyway, like I was saying,
Changing every
Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such
Yeah, every
authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event, then how do you explain the totally normal world?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks.
A few weeks? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recent.
Huh?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up. So,
Wow,
you
well,
must surely
King Crimson-
understand all the hints I've given you so far. What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
I just don't know what's going on.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No.
Another correct answer. Well done.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memory.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
What am I still debating?
You have to make everyone believe it, I guess.
Hey, what the fuck's the difference between the notebook and the pocketbook?
The pocketbook is a different thing, dude.
Okay, it's definitely notebook.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, that's wrong!
Damn, we're debating against, with
Super
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it, but there's also no explanation for this pocket.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it, but just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but...
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes?
Is that King
How many
Crimson?
school events? This was your chance to build
What?
last, and on top of
That
that,
JoJo book.
something
No,
tragically
I was
sad
saying
happened
King
1 year
Crimson
ago.
because she said everything is cause and effect.
The biggest, most awful,
And the way
most
King
tragic
Crimson
event in
works
human
is he
history.
can erase
Time.
the cause.
Right before
Right,
everyone's
well.
eyes, the world came
Is that how
crashing
King
down.
Crimson works?
You absorbed
Yeah.
all that despair,
Oh.
but then you forgot it all.
I can erase time if it isn't me.
And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves
He
to
can
this
erase the
killing game.
cause.
Oh,
And
and there's one other
or
thing.
something.
To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is done.
What?
We are bored of this. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then this world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of exposition!
Figure out.
Figure out where your memories come apart.
Oh, that's what he's asking.
Shoot! I got it! The moment I lost my memories. When I first came to the gates of this school, and when I passed out, I was overcome.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking. So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss app? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on the desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the... Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, But
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape
So
into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind. Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your life.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event.
Okay.
All too soon, the world's days of peace. And as you can imagine, the school, the tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
At all.
What?
What about genocide?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization?
No, it's
an
all
angry
of us.
mob?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an idea. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of, and now the entire world.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand what.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to this. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survived. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that...
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us from the despair and tragedy. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Got that.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work.
And thus began the killing
That doesn't actually
game.
explain the little robots.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to, so I thought I should show them.
Well, why don't you?
Despair? No.
Oh, that's I know what it is. Oh, what the fuck? Where's my J? You bitch.
Oh, hijack. Yeah.
Fucking kidding me?
See? Oh no, hijack.
Now I understand.
He understands me.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left?
Isn't the power of television just a... By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have...
Are you but utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds? I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all.
Oh, that was the explosion you heard one time.
They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair.
So you just used us?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive.
I'm surprised
when all
neither
the
Kina
other
or the
students
guy
were
next
dropping
to
like
her
flies.
have like tried to kill her.
I mean, we built up 2 years of memories
I
together.
was just been standing there like
That's a
completely
lie. I
freaking out
just
the entire
figured you'd
time.
despair even more when you found
been
out
stuck
a
in that
friend
pose.
had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and you solved the mystery, but despair
Look at the
at
portrait on the
truth,
left.
right?
Yeah, they always freaking go crazy.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience if you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended.
Meaningless? You've been murdering each other?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? So help us!
I can't laugh
Help a peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty for...
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on... All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's no argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair there? Could there?
Wait, hold on. You've just... But there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have...
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood, in other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. If so, what?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth? Well, you better not. You go out into that. Trust me, I'm not lying about it.
Well, I refuse to give in. I refuse for the sake of everyone.
I refuse to lose.
Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right.
And that's all it
Did she
took
literally
for
kill
you
her
to start
sister?
killing each other.
That's why anyone was murdered here,
False.
peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right?
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game, it's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your... But we don't have much time left to keep...
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. Oh, and also, since this'll be the...
What?
You guys so full of hope, and I've decided to have you vote which one will be. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone.
Even if it's just...
Oh, but don't worry.
Even if you don't, you still...
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean...
We'd have to just...
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying?
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig the... So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an... What?
Do you mean to say?
And I get to decide. Who's Makoto?
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all...
So let me make this clear. If a single person votes for Hope, then only Makoto will receive a harsh
If, on the other hand, you just...
I will force you out. Ensure...
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto...
What? Has your resolve soft? Don't you have faith in your...
No!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the...
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come...
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father.
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you... That's why he tried to trap you all. The least you can do...
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to...
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Who's...
No one. Nobody. We're not gonna lose to...
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote.
Damn, is it actually
Everything will come to an end.
And your stupid life.
The game still goes on.
This shit was.
Oh my god, 7 shots.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Damn, can I shoot
If
Hope
I were to
instead?
die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
You can shoot
By the
his-
way, the air outside is totally polluted, you
His-
know. The only
Oh, no,
reason
shoot
we're
Hope with-
okay in here
shoot that
is
with
thanks
Hope.
to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
That honestly might be right. Yeah.
If I die,
Try it.
the purifiers will screech to a
You have to
halt.
shoot all of them with
In
hope.
other words, as soon as the communal life you've all been
Shake
living
it.
will... All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside. We're only... So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die?
Damn, just let me shoot Kyoko.
Cause she has hope.
She has hope, bro.
Oh,
Did you just get hit hard?
yeah, it hit me. Oh, there we go. He literally says,
We won't give up.
Yeah.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Kinda
that
called
would be
it.
the end of
well, yeah,
Hope's
okay,
Peak
but
Academy.
He
Coulda
kinda
called
an
it.
idiot.
I'm trying to
Don't
let it
lose
roll.
hope now.
I mean, what's the point of not taking?
All my
the first
fortune-telling
one?
senses are telling me not to leave. But to live means moving, so even if it's hard, I want to keep on living. I want to... So that's why, no matter what, the whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore.
Damn.
We won't give up.
Then hope
As
the
long as
next
there's
person,
hope,
blah blah
we'll
blah.
never give up.
It's gonna take a while.
If I were to die, that would be the end of...
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is the only reason is thanks to the air purifier.
Don't lose hope now.
Well, let's go, boys.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's which is why I... Yeah!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with which. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate. Oh,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been living. I can keep on living as long as I have my masters. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and...
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? It never even crossed my mind that I might give in. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the... Besides, the Togami family isn't dead. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's...
We won't give up. As long as there's
Why
hope,
did the-
we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all... I can keep on living! All of you will have to... You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the master.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is the...
Don't lose hope now.
I have expecting hope to not work against it.
Yeah.
Expecting the picture to work.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was. But even if we're just connected by blood, he would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose. I can't explain why exactly. But if just because we don't actually know anything, could it be that? No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had... I think you came here for a different reason, and you came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you...
What the hell are you?
Did you just cut off the ultimate hope?
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
This is another fucking... Of course it has to end with this.
Yeah, fucking rhythm game. Let's go.
You suck. So uncool. You dare to stand against us?
All of them.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Jojo
Your
Pope.
idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable!
Hope Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You dare to stand against us? No. You suck. So uncool. You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable!
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Despair into
Hope keeps on going.
Dude, I got 100 combos right there. Big combo.
Yeah. Big energy.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Nani? Oh my god. I'm about to get that fat seed. Damn, we actually got a B for that section we messed up, Cam.
It looks like we've reached the end.
We just gotta pull the lever.
Good. I'm...
Let's put an end to these trials with our own hand.
By killing another person.
When you think about it, you're really just playing into her cards.
Damn, where's the part where you just don't vote? Is that a thing?
No vote.
No vote. Damn, goodbye to your
The hell?
Indeed.
I lost? Well, that's What the heck? Well, that's totally the best!
Oh no.
So this is despair.
Yeah, there you go.
And now I... True despair. And now I...
Sixth, dude.
Yo, she's getting
True despair.
off on this.
Anyway.
Hey, Will.
Totally the best!
Not possible. Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Hey. However.
Genocide show.
No. There's one last thing. It's fine.
Yeah,
It can't be.
What?
Do you have the second game down there? No. You idiot. I want to see the characters.
Stop it! How many times do I have to tell you?
Yeah, I think it's a very small game.
Don't get in my way!
I mean, it is just like some cutscenes.
Oh my
So
god,
this
she's
is how the
ecstatic.
despair of death feels. Even a tenth of this
Oh,
despair.
she's killing herself.
Even
Yeah.
I want every last soul on this planet. I want the entire world
She's
to die.
completely ecstatic.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Let's do this.
She's gonna fucking like explode herself.
I've reserved an
everybody.
extra special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got.
Oh my god.
It's punishment time!
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Then she just walks.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it mixing all of them together?
It is. I wonder where the fire truck's gonna come from. Oh.
fire truck. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
That was in the intro.
Oh. Oh. It's actually kind of cute. Oh my gosh, that's like slight moment after where she was like, "Oh fuck." Like when she got under it, she was like, "Wait a minute."
The fact that she didn't die beforehand makes it even worse.
A little more weird.
What time is it? It's 11.
I really kind of want the world outside to be completely fucked.
Then we don't get to know.
Imagine.
That's the end of the game. Nothing else happens.
The thing is... Eh. How do they shut off immediately? Damn, I have to sit through a fucking epilogue too? Oh, wait, here, in the
Are
meantime.
you fucking retarded?
Very long.
It's very long?
You said
Not
it's
very
not
long.
very
Oh,
long.
okay. Thank you.
Start your update?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Danganropa.
That's weird. I just like the image of Counter. That's a weird character that I see. Also, it says Goodbye Despair. That's the name of this.
Yeah, that's what it's called. There's no despair in that game. Alright, well. Alright, well.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Hey. Makoto.
We should do the honors. Opens it. Nuclear wasteland.
Instantly gets shanked.
Someone like runs and shakes.
Indeed.
I've been waiting for this moment.
If, on the other hand,
I will force you out. In other words.
But...
It's true.
Yes.
Is it gonna go back to her quote where it's like, living in fear?
That's enough.
Anyway.
But
For serious.
Schrodinger's door. Schrodinger, how do you pronounce it?
Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah, but it's the door, you idiot.
Schrodinger's door. Okay.
It's more like Schrodinger's Makuma.
In other words.
Makuma?
Makuna Matata.
Am I wrong?
Dakota.
Wait, Will. Akuma Matata?
Oh my god.
you got it.
But there's a pink and a green one. What the fuck's the deal with the green
Hey.
one?
Okay.
The what?
We know there's two other Monokumas thanks to a drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Could it be? How about that?
Could it be?
Whoa!
Makoto.
Aww.
Damn, I told you.
We're in.
I told you Kyoko
We're
was
in.
the ultimate wife.
We're in.
I know, dude.
I've always told you, her real title is not Ultimate
Well,
Detective,
I
it's
guess
definitely
but
Ultimate
hey,
Waifu.
if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do
Just
it.
Hey
imagine
guys!
making Hino,
You
though.
guys want your
Yikes.
fortunes told anywhere, anytime.
You know how much I hate being annoyed. But if something does come, I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but...
I don't know why, but I might be able to pull it off.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened.
I guess we...
We graduated. It's a little fucked up. I really want this to end badly.
Dude, it probably will.
Yeah.
If it doesn't end badly, I'll actually be kind of disappointed.
I think it'll end like either badly
or
it'll be like in the middle.
We won't know. I think it was.
As they all just get shot.
What if it just killed them? Yeah.
That would have been really funny.
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to live in prison.
Yeah, I was thinking it's either gonna end badly or we're not gonna know. And roll credits.
Hey,
Really?
Kim.
Well, okay, fine.
You write your fucking rat.
It's probably in the next game.
Yeah, maybe. That was a little disappointing though. Whatever. I guess this technically counts as ending badly.
Yeah.
Alright.
Actually,
Good night, everybody.
Good night. I actually feel kind of bad, dude. I was half expecting them to have not died. The rest, like, I was expecting them to be some sort of like dream world state.
No, they're dead.
They're actually dead.
They're dead.
Well, it's just kind of like, why was the book? Right? Like little fucking weird details like that. I already put Smug Dancing at max and fucking what's that
Like
name?
when? A while ago, right? I had to remind everyone. When whatever her name was, like the Ultimate Despair was doing her JoJo thing, I was like, wow, she's really smug, and I thought of all the Smug Dancing things. I had to post it.
It's that JoJo pose. I'll be back. I have to set up my bed anyway.
Okay. Are there gonna be end credit scenes? Oh, hot. Let's look back for a second.
Oh.
Oh. There's more.
Wait. There's more? It's okay. He'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, but Cam?
Yeah.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You know
What's
that
that?
rocket guy at the beginning of the game?
Mm-hmm.
That's the headmaster.
Oh.
Wait, okay.
Because when he dies, he turns to a skeleton, right? And we find his skeleton.
Oh. Oh.
Huh.
That's why it was showed again. It was an important death.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma, and I am this good headmaster.
We got an Easter egg? So you get an achievement for watching TV?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Look, it is an ultimate mode that they unlock.
Are you for real?
Well, what's going on?
And they don't kill each other.
Oh, I have no idea what you said.
So in this one, they don't kill each other.
No one kills each other? Same game, but no one kills each other?
You're like free to just talk to everybody, I think.
Oh.
Hey, come on.
Well... And...
Indeed.
You hear me?
Hey there, howdy, hello.
Does no one die, Jason?
I'm nice to meet. Listen up.
So,
Why is that? Unbelievable. This is kind of...
Come on.
Wait, what? To turn it into a dating sim? Jacob said? Fuck. You serious?
Got it!
What?
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
Hey. Huh? In other words...
Hey, you bastard! Hey, listen!
Indeed.
Unbelievable. What? Ferret!
huh?
Hey, come on.
Come on!
Oh,
Now I'm really angry! I can't wait!
What?
Come on.
The bonus mode starts with the dating sim, leading the player through a version of the main plot where there are no mutual killings.
Just hold on.
You got. Well.
No way.
Hey! Hey!
I hate this song. Fuck from her.
Hey!
Let's see.
Ooh, too bad.
Stop fucking you son of a bitch. Hey, you bastard.
Hey! Hey! Are you sure?
Huh?
Excuse me?
Just a second.
What is that about?
The Trigger Happy Heart. Trigger Happy Heart is a minigame in school mode. Blah 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 blah.
Unbelievable.
On the 51st day, if the players can follow
What are you gonna do now then?
Code will be alone in
Yes,
the zone
indeed.
the players and earn match reputation.
Actually,
Talking to them will trigger the character's true Trigger Happy Heart event. If the player selects the correct answer, they will receive the character's special present. That character's underwear. What? What?
yes, indeed. Now then. Of course.
I hope you guys don't mind I'm
barely-
reading this. My fingers are not actually gonna play through this.
Hell yeah.
Boy.
Wait,
Now
Yaz,
then.
you will?
Hold on, just.
Hell yeah.
Oh, if you want to get someone.
Well now.
If you want to play dating sim, I feel that there's other types of dating sims with actual like motives.
It would. In other words,
I don't get the point of doing this
Are
dating
you
sim.
okay with this? Honestly. What should I do?
Where's the song?
However,
For serious.
Seems like.
Wait.
I'm so confused. Why would anyone actually want to play through this dating sim? Oh, Hans will play through these. Get all the achievements.
Dude, now this is the truth. Wife.
I don't get the point of doing this.
You get to see the new
Listen to me.
characters you've never
Quiet
seen
down.
before, Kim.
Got it.
What do you mean, like Junko?
Oh,
Fake.
Oh, dude,
let's
Junko's
see.
endings.
Actually,
You get whoa, like a fucking thong almost.
That's fine.
You hear me? Got it. Listen to me.
Just can you send me this where you're fucking looking at?
I'm just fucking this. This is what you get. This is the description for the underwear you get from Junko if you do her entire quest. That last fucking line. Nice.
hey,
Actually.
We're in there.
did you come?
boys.
Phew. Well now, what?
Let's look
What the
at that.
hell? What?
What?
So it was. Yes, indeed. What? Hey!
oh,
Oh,
Just
just
reading
a
the
second.
description for the underwear. That's so fun. Why do you get the people's underwear? That's so fucking fun.
You don't want to see this happen in real time.
Hey, come on.
No.
Well,
what?
This is so dumb.
In other words,
Yeah.
It can't.
Too bad. Are you sure? What? I can barely consider. What the heck?
what the heck?
And
Hey, isn't that wonderful? Yes,
It's so weird, dude. Oh, Chihiro.
What? What's his underwear?
Bloomers. They're just bloomers. Chihiro's favorite bloomers. If you got a peek under his skirt, you wouldn't be able to tell at a glance that he was a boy. His choice of underwear clearly underlines how strong his fear of weakness really is.
What the fuck kind of thing is this?
Oh. Oh, Celeste.
Dude.
Oh, Celeste.
Can I just like save?
Hey!
Thank you. Save. I can't fucking save.
Yo, Celeste rocking some fancy shit.
Can set pass?
What are you doing? What is this shit?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Well now. Uh-huh. Hey,
Oh, dude. I took Kyoko's gloved hands in mine, and someday I'd like to find out what's under these gloves. I couldn't predict where my connection with Kyoko would lead me. It was impossible to say. What I did know is that I had the unwavering desire to find out. Oh, hot.
Dude, you don't have to play this mode.
Just read the fucking dialogue.
Yeah, no, I'll read the first before.